4 variations of a back four through 5 games. They're searching, but this is about the width for this team, and they're going to start up top, moving into 3. Pressure that can be put forth onto the Louisville back line by the newly acquired Arturo Ordonez, your 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. But that aggressiveness is a contagion spread forth all over this Lou City squad that is about constant pressure, opening up space in transition, most importantly, moving as a unit together, which has seen
slides for Serrano. This finds Morris, however. Morris for Wilson! Wilson off the post and in!
But then as the unit starts to move up, look at the space just in between the 2 lines right now. You're looking at 12 plus yards.
Now Indy's starting to figure it out. Guinzotti inside, Schneider through, Blake. Budotti slid by Adams. Budotti comes in, contact galore, pointing to the spot. That's a penalty. Damian Loss in his first year for Louisville in goal. Blake scores, and Indy has equalized here in Louisville.
About for Yunus Budotti, and as the contact comes, okay, now you've got more work to do. 12 yards out, Jack Blake. If you do your homework, you're going to know that this is his MO. Look at the hips. To be fair, it's not the best of penalties.
Occasionally, we've been lucky enough to get games like the 2019 conference final. Wilson Harris swings towards Serrano, falls to the backside. It's Wilson.
Look at all the space, but as they compress it deep, this again is where Lou City gets you. Different argument from what we've seen from Indy 11. Good movement off the ball, but at times just not as clinical as he'd like them to be. Some of these back post runs, they can find more regularly. There's more goals in this game for both squads.
That hang in for Guinzotti. Is there any time remaining in this first half? Perez being harangued from behind by Schneider. Perez in front, bouncing, header back across, and now in!
Square down in. Now the ball probably should have come sooner, but it doesn't come back outside. It would have been easy enough to lift this in for Wilson, and then it's 1v1.
Turns the ship forward, Guinzotti. Blake! A brace! And it's back to a 1-goal game!
To allow the second one to come to him. How's that ball coming off from Yannick Odell? And then he goes to work. Positive first touch in behind the midfield. That right there, though, his hesitation to hold Kyle Adams.
The incoming Davila. He returns to Indy where he did spend time. It's through now. Wilson Harris, flag down. Wilson Harris around Odell. He scores! Oh, wow!
He constantly provides, but lest we forget, out and out, one of the best natural 9s in all the game.
30 years ago, the idea of professional soccer taking this kind of foothold was a distant thought. That through, Harris!
We talked about the shape, how flat they can get at times. They don't have enough pressure, which forces the movement by Tyler Gibson coming up.
Lindley. Ball taken out of the air. That ricochets and goes in!
Mike, as the ball comes back in, but on the clearance, it's got to go the other direction. It's got to move away.
Their next game, also against Charleston. That's at home, Saturday the 13th. Full time arrives, and this edition of Limpa FC belongs to Louisville City. 5 goals to 3.